Wondering how to quit your job the right way? Stay tuned! This video will show you how to quit your job in a professional and respectful manner. No matter your reason for leaving, quitting with grace is important. So sit back and let's get into it. If you're quitting your job, there's probably a good reason for it. A promotion, a career move, or just getting out of a tough spot. Regardless of the reason, the goal is always to quit with grace and dignity. Let's take a look at what you need to keep in mind. First, quitting your job in a fit of rage, throwing things, telling your boss off is not a good idea. It can get you banned from being rehired, damage your reputation, and even get you in legal trouble. Trust us. Quitting in a dramatic way will only give you temporary satisfaction, but it can hurt your future job prospects. Not only will you burn bridges with your current employer, but people who see you quitting this way may view you as a liability and not recommend you to future employers. If you're unhappy with your job, boss, or situation, hold off from telling anyone until you're ready to move on and have another job lined up. Telling your boss too soon could get you fired unexpectedly. It's better to quit on your own terms and find a job while you still have one. Before quitting, make sure you have everything in order. Complete any necessary pre-employment screenings, gather references, and have a confirmed start date for your new job. This way, you'll be able to leave your current job on a positive note. Sometimes, people give their notice too soon, only to find out that there's something on their background that stops them from getting the job. They've already told their current employer that they're leaving, and it creates a tough situation. To be safe, make sure you have everything in order before you give your notice. Background checks can take several weeks, especially if you've lived in different places. They have to check with different courthouses to get all the information, so it's important to have a confirmed start date and the green light from your new company before you quit your current job. Trust me, your new employer will appreciate it. It's best to wait until you have a confirmed start date before you tell anyone about your new job, even if you're excited and want to share the news with your close work friends. It's better to keep quiet. If the rumor gets out, it could come back to haunt you. So, keep it professional and discreet. Don't let anyone know that you're job hunting. Once you have a confirmed start date, set up a meeting with your boss. I recommend doing it face-to-face or over a Zoom call. Don't send an email or text message to deliver this news, as it's a big and important step in your career. When quitting your job, it's best to keep it simple and only tell your boss what they need to know. The amount of detail you share depends on your relationship with your boss and why you're leaving. If it's a toxic environment, just say something like, "I've accepted another opportunity that's better for my family, and I wanted to give my 2 weeks notice as a show of gratitude for my time here." Keep it brief and avoid going into details about why you're leaving. Don't criticize your boss or the company, as it won't get you anywhere and can escalate the situation. Approach this with a level head and calm emotions, since your decision to leave should already be solid in your mind. Don't change your mind. Think that you won't even consider counteroffers. You are just moving on. At this point, you've already made the decision to leave, so there's no point in being mean or angry. That won't get you anything except a bad reputation. So, be professional, give your 2 weeks notice, be polite, and thank your boss for the opportunity. Your boss might end up letting you go right away, and then you'll have a mini vacation before your new job starts. Just make sure to tell your boss first before telling anyone else, because they'll find out eventually anyway. Let them know and ask for their opinion. It's also important to give a 2-week notice as a sign of respect to your coworkers and the company. This gives everyone time to prepare for your departure and ensures a smooth transition. Even if your company doesn't require a 2-week notice, it's a good way to show consideration for those who will be affected by your departure. On your last day, it's a good idea to let your coworkers know you're leaving and give a brief explanation why, without going into detail or bad-mouthing the company. Keep it positive and thank them for the opportunity to work together. Now that you've given your 2-week notice, it's time to start planning the transition. Work with your boss to figure out what needs to be done. Ask them when it's a good time to let your coworkers and clients know you're leaving. Make sure you get the okay before you start telling people. You want to leave a good impression and follow proper protocol. Remember that your leaving will affect your coworkers and clients. Their workloads will increase, so be gracious and appreciative when you speak to them. You want to have a good reputation because you never know what the future holds. Another thing you can do is to reach out to people who played a big role in your career. Give them a call and say thanks for their help. training, or for giving you a chance. Ask them to join your network so you can have more career opportunities down the road. If you leave a place on bad terms, burning bridges, how many chances do you think you'll get in the future? So, stay professional even though it might be tough. That's the most important thing. When it's your last day at work, gather your coworkers for a quick meeting if possible. Tell them you're leaving and give a general reason why, like you have a better opportunity. Keep it positive and don't talk negatively about the company, your job, or your boss. Express your gratitude to your coworkers and let them know you loved working with them and the team was great. Make sure your words are sincere and that you really mean what you're saying. Don't badmouth your coworkers or company as you're leaving. It's important to maintain good relationships because you never know if things won't work out in your new opportunity and you've burned bridges. It's better to keep the door open and maybe even ask your current boss if there's a chance to come back if your new opportunity doesn't work out. If you're comfortable, ask for their feedback too. Always try to make sure you are in good terms with your ex-bosses when you leave an organization. You're going to need those references too. Try to make sure that your performance is certainly in an acceptable range, and that you have the opportunity to go to a new employer. Then, potentially if your boss leaves or has another opportunity, you might get called back to the same company again, or get called to their new company. And so, that's going to be something that you want to not burn that bridge for. At the end of the day, this is your employment brand. So how you treat people when you leave an organization will reflect on you and follow you throughout the rest of your career. Again, it's recommended that you leave on good terms and leave a great impression. Alright, that's how you can quit your job the right way. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you want guidance on how to excel in your new job at another company, be sure to check out our video on how to excel in your new job. It offers practical tips you can use in your new role. Thank you for watching and we'll catch you in the next video.